Will Call of Duty Ghosts beat out Grand Theft Auto 5? $800 in a day. I thought it was a typo when I first read that Grand Theft Auto 5 had sold that many copies in 24 hours. Call of Duty Ghosts has a steep hill to climb if Activision wants to regain its collection of sales record crowns from Take-Two and Rockstar, and now here on release day, the question is, can they do it? Call of Duty has consistently surprised everyone, with each iteration constantly outselling the last, at least initially. Every year, Day 1 totals grew larger and larger, ultimately culminating in Black Ops 2's colossal $500 first day haul that seemed like it could never be touched. Until Grand Theft Auto 5, that is. Grand Theft Auto stunned everyone with its $800 atomic bomb, which broke nearly every record on the books by a mile, and it hit $1 billion soon after. It's also important to keep in mind this was only across two consoles, the Xbox 360 and PS3, making the total even more impressive. It seems there's something to be said about waiting 5 years between releases instead of 1 or 2 like most series, and millions of gamers were excited to conclude this current console generation with another fully fledged GTA title. But now we have Call of Duty Ghosts, a game that's in a unique position to possibly sell more copies than any other in history. Why? Because A, it's a Call of Duty game, and B, it's coming out across 6 different systems over the course of the next month, and that's simply unprecedented. Those two factors could combine to result in some absolutely mammoth sales for Ghosts, and I'm looking forward to hearing the numbers as they're released. Being cross-platform will hurt it in the short game, however, and I would actually expect Day 1 sales of Ghosts to come nowhere near those of Grand Theft Auto 5, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they were quite a bit lower than Black Ops 2's Take-Two. Well, analysts are saying that judging the pre-order data, they expect sales to be 10% lower than Black Ops 2 in the first quarter of release. This has to do with competition from titles like Battlefield 4, but also possibly the arrival of Next Gen, which has both positive and negative potential sales effects. There's going to be a segment of the gaming population that's going to wait to get the game on next-generation consoles that are being released in a few weeks, the PS4 and Xbox One. If they can hold off on their COD itch for that time, they'll experience the new game first on those systems. That said, with Call of Duty offering a $10 upgrade fee to get a version of the game for the new consoles once you've already bought it for last gen, that might be enough for avid fans to want to get their practice time in now before the main event on next gen. Players should note, however, that whatever time they put into unlocking items and ranking up will not transfer to their next-gen copy should they trade it in. But in terms of overall sales, Ghosts is sitting in an unprecedented position. Back when 360 and PS3 first came out, Call of Duty wasn't the sales monster it is today. But now, with 6 platforms to sell across and interesting in gaming at all-time high, Ghosts could certainly set some records outside of Day 1 sales, as I think Rockstar will keep that crown for a fairly long time. In terms of lifetime sales, however, Ghosts could easily come out on top with its wide range of availability and mammoth fan base. Though many are still hoping GTA 5 will come to next-gen console someday, which could level the playing field. Ghosts does arrive with its fair share of controversy. Resolution Gate, as it's being called, has overwhelmed the narrative of the Ghosts in the gaming press and across forums filled with rabid fans and anti-fans. It may seem silly, and the issue is more about the capabilities of the Xbox One rather than the game itself, but it could have some sort of sales blowback.